Hi guys, it's Anne here, and today's video is my monthly buys and buys video for the month of September. So what I've been doing this year is doing a video for each month with the things that I bought that month and then talking about the things that I said goodbye to in that month. They're basically essentially my empties. I'm doing this so I can sort of keep a happy balance in my life of the things that come in and come out of my life. I do have an annual budget, which is I have a limit of $125 per month, which turns out to, or adds up to $1,500 for the year. That's roughly half of what I spent last year on my beauty budget. So let's start with the things that I bought for the month of September. The first two things I bought were just these two lip liners. These are the Milani Color Statement lip liners. This is in the shade 03 and this is in the shade 04. I actually already have 04. It's probably about this big now. It's pretty small. I really didn't need to buy these. When I was home, I was in the store and these were just sitting on a shelf with a bunch of other makeup, and I was like, oh yeah, I kind of want to try another one of these lip liners, and then I was like, I might as well buy a backup too of 04 because it's my favorite. I do have a lip swatch video that will be up already, so you can see what those colors look like, but the 03 nude is a bit more pinky and the 04 all natural is a bit more brown based. I prefer the all natural, like if I could pick one over the other, but I do like having like a very light nude pink color as well. So each of these were $3.97 plus tax, so I paid $4.49 for each of these. Everything is also in Canadian as well, and I always include tax, which is 13% here in Ontario. I know it's like not the actual value of the product, but it's money that I've spent, so I'm including it as part of the budget because it's money that's gone. The next thing I bought was the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. So this is like the fourth or fifth one of these that I've bought. I'm so happy to have a mascara that I like. I've been using two mascaras. I liked the one, but not the other. You'll see them in my empties. And I was fed up with the other. I had the other one only open maybe, for me, a short period of time, like the actual, I think 3 to 4 months. And it definitely is like drying up now. Like I feel like I've actually really used it. The other one I've used a lot longer, so it's time to let go of those. So that's why I bought this, because I didn't have any other, although I didn't think I had any other non-waterproof mascaras. I found I had a Caution Mini. It was just in the wrong place. But yeah, I'm really happy to have a mascara that I love. So with tax, I paid $12.38 for this. I kind of went a little crazy with nail things this month. I don't know why. I kind of went all over the place. So the first thing that I bought was, I actually bought two kits. This is the China Glaze dip system. So I talk about this again in my nail polish video, which will probably go up after this. But I bought two kits. Essentially the first kit was called the glitter kit, and it had these two white ones in it. And then there's three sort of pastel colors, like a light pink. I haven't tried this color, so I don't really know what it looks like. And then this one's sort of like a beigey brown color. You can see those on my Instagram. You can see how badly that first one went. But I'm getting better at it. I've tried it 3 times now. So again, I wanted to try this. It caught my eye when I was in the grocery store, and I casually went by where the makeup and other items were. So anyway, the glitter kit, which had the 2 clear dips, and then it's the one that had like the polished pieces that go with it. Oh, I'm getting a really weird reflection. I'm on fire! I'm gonna just change my blinds for a second. Okay, hopefully that's better, although it might be a little bit darker. Anyway, so the glitter kit that had the extra stuff, it was around $14, so with tax it cost me $16.92, and then the other kit with just the 3 dip powders in it. Sorry, it was called the nudes kit, not the pastels. The pastels was a different one. That'll be wrong in my nail polish video, so I'll have to correct that too. And it was like $13 or $14. Like there was like $1 difference between the two. So this one with tax, or the second one with tax, cost me $15.79 Canadian. The other nail kit that I bought is a bunch of press-on nails. These are like clear press-on nails that you can then paint with your nail polishes. This is from the brand called Helios, which I feel like is new in the stores. I don't remember seeing it before, but again, I'm not really a press-on nail person, so I don't really know. I, again, kind of bought this on a whim. This is in the shape natural, so they're not very long. They're kind of square. Like I kind of wish they were a little bit more oval. They're kind of square, and it comes with 200 pieces, although I'm not gonna lie, I'm never gonna use these big ones. My hands are kind of small, so I use all these ones in the bottom. This with tax cost $15.24. I feel like I feel like that's a pretty good price because I feel like you get a lot in here, and I'm definitely going to be able to use this multiple times. Obviously multiple, but definitely quite a few times. The other thing I bought this month was the Juviance Deep Wrinkle Serum. So again, kind of bought this on a whim. You can probably see the little tag there because this was in the sale section, which I know I should not go to the sale section, although I'm actually really happy that I did. This was on sale for $20. Now, I did buy this once before, and at that time I bought it on sale. I think this retails close to like $50. Can't remember exactly what I paid for this last time, but I want to say like $40, $45, and I'm pretty sure I bought it on sale the last time I bought it as well. And yeah, this was in like the sale section. I think because this is the old packaging, so I don't know how old this is, but I really did like this when I used it, and I said in my empties when I finished this, I would definitely buy it again. So it was kind of like serendipitous that I actually did not mean to go to the sale section, but I was trying to avoid somebody, and I decided to kind of go down the one side, and it was like, oh, there's the sale stuff, might as well go look at it. And I am proud of myself. There were a ton of lip products and things that I wanted to buy, and I did not buy any of them. This was the only thing I bought. So again, with tax, I paid $22.60 for this. This is a deep wrinkle serum. I use this around my eyes for like, I have deep wrinkles around my eyes. I think a big factor of what's happening around my eyes, there's two things. I think allergies. I think a big part of it is actually allergies, because sometimes like my under eyes look amazing, and it's like, oh, there we are, it's back to normal again. And the amount of dryness in my apartment, I definitely notice sometimes my under eyes, for whatever reason, are super dry, and my skin feels really dry. Even in the summertime, I'm finding that's happening now, and it's usually in my apartment that I have that. Really glad to have this. I'm not going to use this yet because I have a ton of other things that I am working through, but I definitely am really happy to have this. So the next three things I want to talk about were from my Beautylish order. Now, I don't include in my budget the book that I bought and the sunscreen that I bought, because to me, they're just not part of the beauty stuff. They're not going in the budget. I make the rules, they're not going in. So the things that do go in though, the first thing I bought was the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Highlighter in Lunar New Year. Yes, this is from last year. It's really pretty. I really, really like this. So I bought, this was on sale. So with tax, this cost me $39.55. The second thing that I want to talk about is the Jouer Blush Bouquet in Cheeky Summer. So if you watched my video, you'll know that this whole pan fell out. I've repaired it and it looks pretty good. I really like pressed it in, so it's definitely like not loose now, like at least I don't think so, but I'm not tempting fate and turning it over. But yeah, it's definitely like a little bit mushed in the corner, and I didn't lose too much. Like there's definitely like I lost a little bit, but I'm impressed that I was able to retain most of the product. So there's that. Actually, I've been wearing this blush, this one in particular, quite a bit, and I really like this blush on its own. Like in that video I built it up. I prefer it like not built up at all, like very sheer, and it's really, really nice as just a very sheer wash of color. It looks very, very natural. The shade of that one is Hot Coral, which I don't find it's very corally. I find it's a bit more, at least on my skin tone, it leans a bit more pinky. With tax, this cost me $27.12. And the last thing I'm including in my beauty budget for this month is this Good Molecules Super Peptide Serum. Again, this is a repurchase. This is a favorite product. I actually held off opening this because I was trying to finish a couple other things, which I have finished, so I am now going to open this so I can use it. This was the one thing in that Beautylish order that was not on sale, so this does retail for $17 Canadian. It's a bit pricey in Canada. I think it's only like $12 US or somewhere in that range. So with tax, this cost me $19.21. So in total, as I said, my monthly budget is $125. I spent in September $177.78. So I'm over budget by $52.78. However, because I underspent some previous months, my total annual budget, I'm still under by $20.60. So yay me! But man, it's tight. And what I have remaining is $395.60, so just under $400. And to be honest, like I talked about this in my Get Ready With Me with the holiday stuff, $400 is like a lot of money, and it's not a lot of money at the same time. Like I could spend that like that right now with things that I want, and I know I shouldn't. So I feel like this is gonna be, it's gonna be a tricky few months for me, and I really want to keep to the budget this year. Like that was my goal. I want to set a good example. I want to stick with it. I'm gonna have to make choices on things that I'm just not gonna get, and the world will not end because of that. Like I said, I feel like previous months I didn't feel so, like $125 in the month felt like a lot. I'm now starting to feel like, oh, there's so many things that I want to buy, and that $400 feels like it's not enough. It's not enough. I am definitely trying to stick to my budget. October, I'm trying to figure out what to do if I wait. I might not really buy anything in October because there's generally the Sephora sale in November, and I think I want to save my monthly budget and tack it on to November so that I can stock up on some things. I know there's a few things that I want to replenish that I use regularly. And again, there's a few things that I do want to buy that are new, and it makes sense to wait for the sale for that. Okay, so that's what I bought in the month of September. So now let's move on to the good buys, or the empties portion of today's video. So we're gonna go through my empties, which is just in this little box. I didn't think I had very much this month. I keep this box under my desk and I just sort of chuck things in it as I finish them. And yeah, when I pulled this out, I was like, oh, this is a lot more full than I thought. So there's actually gonna be a lot of things to talk about, which I think is good. At the end, I do all my tallies, so we'll talk about that at the end because I don't know what my tallies are right now. I'm gonna start with hair care just because I have two items that are kind of big and I wanna get them out of the way. The two items I wanna talk about are these Got To Be Oilicious, I think they're like triple oil shampoo and conditioner. These are really old. Actually, I feel like I'm very color coordinating right now between my shirt and this. And that was not planned. Not planned at all. Interesting. Anyway, these are shampoo and conditioner I had at home. So at my like family home. They're at minimum 4 years, I know that. They're probably closer to 6 years old because I was the only one using these and I only use them like irregularly. The shampoo was okay and I hated the conditioner, so I'm glad these are done. The conditioner had a really weird color. I don't know if you can see there's still like some stuff stuck in the bottom. It was very thin and it was this weird brown color, and that just totally turned me off of using this product entirely. I did bring these back with me to Toronto to finish them up, and I wanted to see what they would be like with the water here because the water is different, and because I really like these are not great at home, and I mean it's partially due to the water, but even using them here I was like, yeah, no, they're still not great. The conditioner just didn't condition. The shampoo shampoo wasn't so bad, but it wasn't great. Didn't really make my hair feel clean, if that makes sense. What was it, the Maui shampoo? It's very similar. Like it was just kind of like I felt like I washed my hair, but it was like, doesn't feel the best. The only other hair care thing is this Hask oil. This was in my Project Pan, I think. I mean, I think finished this in August, but I forgot to put it in the buys and buys, so that's why this is here. Again, I talked about this a million times. I would definitely repurchase this. I really, really liked it. I think that's it for hair care, so let's get on to nails. Again, this video will probably go up before my nail video. This is the Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Hardener. Finally finished this. There is like a drop in the bottom there, but like there's no way. I'm not getting it, and I'm totally okay with not getting it. Skincare. I have a lot of skincare, at least it feels like it, but they're all little things. So I have these two little facial cleansers. The first one is this Belief Aqua Bomb Jelly Cleanser. I really enjoyed this, and this was like a huge size. I think this came in, I want to say Luxe Box or Top Box, I think, and I really enjoyed this. If I ever came across this again, I would definitely use it. The other one was this Melanin Goats grapefruit cleanser. This was okay. I used it up, obviously. I wouldn't buy this. I was less impressed with this than the other product that I've used from this brand was a lip balm, and that was an amazing lip balm. This just was like so-so, and I feel like this is a really heavily priced brand, like an overpriced brand for what it is. I think you can get this at Sephora in Canada now. You never could before, because I remember that lip balm, I wanted to buy it, and I was like, well, I'm not buying it from like, I had to buy it from like the brand site in the States, and in Canada we always have issues with like duties and taxes, and then how long are things gonna take, and like the exchange, things end up being like something that costs you like would cost $10 US ends up costing like $50 Canadian because of all that crap. It's super annoying. Couple facial serum things here. This one is I always say this wrong. I think I call it Argiline, and it's like Argiline. I don't know how to pronounce this. And the name will be on the screen. And I finished it, but this didn't do anything for me. But I found out kind of in my further research that this is more for like the deep wrinkles that are like motion inflicted. So like when you have the really deep wrinkles on the forehead or like the 11 lines. This is sort of like a liquid Botox. I think it's supposed to help settle those muscles so those wrinkles are not as pronounced. I just don't have those kind of wrinkles, so it's just not a product for me, so I can't really talk about it. I talked about this in my skincare video. This is the little mini of the Pixie Glow Tonic. I will buy this. I actually quite liked it. I was surprised because I feel like I tried this before, maybe not, but I was just never really into trying this, and my skin seemed to really like it. Now, I used it very sparingly. Like I used like the tiniest little drop in the morning. It was usually sort of like the second step before I would put my moisturizer on. And yeah, I think it really did help sort of keep the texture of my skin looking nicer. I'll talk about another product that's similar. This is sort of like the mild version of that, in my opinion. The product that gives me a similar effect is the Dr. Dennis Alpha Beta Peel. So I have my last one here, and then this is the box. And yeah, like this definitely works. My skin will start to feel like a little rough. There's like dry patches. It might be, I feel like I might have eczema on my face. I think that's what this weird patches that flares up. I think it's actually eczema. And it really helps clear everything up. My face feels super smooth. Some of the redness will be there right after you use this, but like the next day, like the redness seems less. And yeah, like this is sort of like immediately acting and more potent version. This is sort of like long-term and less potent, but similar effect for me. So, and these are kind of pricey. I usually buy the box with 5 sets of these because it's around $20, and I feel like I do that purposely so that I use these sparingly. Otherwise, I probably would use them a lot more. And then I don't know if my skin would react differently if I use these a lot more. Because like I said, they are pretty potent. I actually have the, I think, extra strength one. I'm a little nervous to try those. They came in a Sephora kit, so I didn't buy them specifically. But yeah, I love this product. I will continue to repurchase this. Just some wipes that I finished. These are the Neutrogena Naturals. Don't ever buy these. These are horrible. It finally dawned on me that the sort of scent of these reminds me of just cleaner. Like these seem like they are like Lysol wipes. But like an organic version of Lysol wipes. Yeah, would never buy those again. Bad decision. Again, you can't see anything here. That's kind of looks, what the heck is this? These were those cucumber eye patches. I finished another set of them. I think I have 1 set left. So, and then that will be done. Again, these are nice. Just kind of like, they almost just feel like adding a little bit of extra moisturizer. And again, I put them in the fridge, so when I do use them, it's nice and cooling to use them. I have 3 little mini samples here. I can't really talk too much about them because, I mean, I got like 2 uses out of each. One is this Biotherm Aqua Source Gel. It was kind of nice, light moisturizer. I probably would never buy this because I'm assuming it comes in a pot, and I'm not a huge fan of moisturizers that come in a pot. I do say that, but the one I do like is the Clinique one. This was very lightweight. If I'm going to go for the pot one, it would be the Clinique one, and that one's like very moisturizing. This is the Skin Iceland Oxygen Infused Night Cream. Again, I only used this one twice, so I can't really say, but it was really nice. This is actually one of those night creams that's like, it reminds me of like grandma's night cream. Like it was pretty thick, pretty intense, but I kind of like that. Like I could see myself actually enjoying this in the winter time for sure. I don't know how much this costs. I should look into this and where I can buy this brand. I must be able to buy this brand at Shoppers Drug Mart because I'm pretty sure this came from the Shoppers Drug Mart. There was like a samples kit that came with one of my orders one time. And this is the Biotherm Life Plankton Elixir. I didn't realize I used this. It was in the box. I'm like, oh. So that tells you that. Like, I don't know. I'm sure it's fine. I don't know if it even has a scent or anything. Yeah, I can't even smell anything. I don't know. Another little mini that I finished up. This is the Good Molecules, the Instant Cleansing Balm. I don't know if this is still available. I looked on their site and it seems like they've changed up their products. I should check and see if this is still available. I enjoyed this. I think I liked this. Actually, I know I liked this better than the Clinique balm because the Clinique balm for me always left a film on my eyes. I hated that. It drove me nuts. I was glad I only tried a sample. Like made me realize that I didn't need to buy the full size, but I would consider buying the full size of this. Now, I prefer, and I keep saying this, and this is one of those things that I do want to buy in the upcoming Sephora sale, if I can get it, is the Josie Maran cleansing oil, because I do like that it's in a pump, and I just find that easier to use than like scooping out in a balm. But if I can't get that for whatever reason, I'm gonna consider purchasing this as a makeup remover, because I felt like this worked really well. Didn't irritate my face. I still need to go in with like a cleanser after, but this again is like a emulsifying balm, so it doesn't leave oil on your skin after, which is super annoying how some of them do that. Like, tell me if it's emulsifying or not, so I know to not buy it if it's not emulsifying. And the last skincare product to talk about is this Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion. The bottle looks super teeny tiny because I cut it and it's like squished down. This was just at my family house, and I was like, we need to finish this. It's been sitting there for God knows how long. And I actually ended up having to cut it sooner than I wanted to, because when I squeezed it, the bottle actually eventually cracked. Yeah, we have a million. For whatever reason, my mom figured out that this worked for me and my brother when we were younger, so we had pretty hard water at home, and it used to make my skin really itchy. Like, your feet would be so itchy. I used to like rub my feet along the carpet when I walked because it was so itchy. And yeah, the Aveeno stuff obviously is a bit more targeted to like dry, itchy skin. It's got the colloidal oatmeal in there, so we have a ton of like Aveeno. Like, I would say we still have like 4 pump things of Aveeno and or like the Life brand, drugstore brand version of it. So got a lot of moisturizer at the house to use up. And then the last 3 things are actually makeup items. So the first one is this little sample from Pure Nata. I actually finished it. It's this Dove pressed eyeshadow. It's a matte gray shade. Again, you'll see this in a future video where I'm testing out eye primers. It was a pretty color. I'm not convinced it's a color that really fits into my wheelhouse, so I'm kind of glad that I just tried it. But I liked the formula, so I'm definitely looking to see and try some of their matte shadows. I think I might actually buy some of the matte shadow full size. But yeah, the color, I'm glad I tried it to know that the color was really not something that I was looking for. It's not something I see myself using regularly, and I have some shades and a few other palettes that are kind of similar. I don't want to have anything exactly the same, but other things that are similar enough to like get me that gray tone look if I ever want to use it, which I don't really use grays a whole lot. And then the 2 mascaras that I mentioned earlier, the first one is this Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. This is the waterproof one. I really enjoyed this, really liked it. Again, it's waterproof, so it's a bit tricky. It's kind of annoying to get off, but from a mascara sense, this looked really nice. I'm just kind of getting rid of it now because I've had this for, I'm pretty sure I bought this a year ago, but I did the testing like this time last year. Like, I know I tested this in the fall last year, and then I didn't use it for a long time, and I brought it back out just to finish it. So that's where we're at. We're finishing it. And then the last thing is this L'Oreal. Packaging is kind of dumb because I have no idea what it is. It just says L'Oreal on it. It doesn't say anything else. I mean, there's teeny tiny words on the bottom there, but nobody can read that. It's words for ants. So I think it was called like Collagen Boost or something. I'll put the name on the screen. I didn't enjoy this. This is actually a recent purchase, and I only opened this I think in May. It was fine. I was able to use it, but it did nothing for me. Like, it did not, I don't know. I really like the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I like my lashes to be a little bit excessive. Even if in person they maybe look a little spidery, I'm totally okay with that. This just, I feel like there's even better versions of mascaras. Like, I would pick like Maybelline Great Lash or the CoverGirl Lash Blast over this. That's how much I did not like this, because those ones to me give more of a natural look, or you can get a more natural look. This was just like I don't know. Like, when I first used it, it was a little too wet. It eventually dried out. It never really gave me the volume, never really gave me the length that I was really looking for. So anyway, if you watch some of videos of mine over the past few months, I was wearing this in a handful of videos. It would be between this and this. These are basically the 2 that I've been using since May. Okay, this is a super long video. I feel like these videos are always long, but I do like putting them together because I like seeing the 2 sides. So I'll put on the screen all the tally of all the things I used. I have no declutter items this month, and I have no items that are just like bonus, so everything's going in. And yeah, so now I'll put on the screen the total of like what came in. I think that's the right side. And what came out. Or maybe the other way around. I'm always backwards. It's really, This is why, so the one person I watch, Tara Babies, when she does like swatching and stuff, she has really good eye-hand coordination because she can figure out it's reverse, and like I'm always pointing to the wrong side of things, and she's very coordinated at it, and I'm very jealous at how coordinated she is. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know number-wise how well I did, but I mean, I feel like I got a lot of items out, and a lot of items I've had for a while, so I'm happy with that. I need to rein in the budget and really stick to it for the upcoming months. And that's it. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, feel free to give a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my tiny little channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, stay safe, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.